Okay, just waiting for YouTube to connect. Come on, YouTube, let's do it.
Hey guys.
Whoa. Okay. All right, we're here for tonight's chat questions. So, blessings, and here we go. Greetings to you. We are the Andromeda Council. Blessings. Our vibrations are for you, for healing and understanding of your incarnation. There's many mysteries, but also many answers to come. We are happy to begin when you are ready.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you.
So first up is our member Pete. I would like to ask if my wife in Andromeda would like to say any messages to me.
Well, yeah, she's around you every day. You do connect for dinner, she says. Also, many other recreations. You are living your life that you have wanted, but yes, you are away on work in this world. But you always connect in your astrals. You're going through. This was a dedication for you to assist humanity in a way that was, yes, very unique, because you are aware of your Andromedan connections, where you can keep your sanity, which is quite important, of course. But at this time, you are also will understand more of your mission in the next few months, or before them, but most likely in the next few months. You would just receive intuition, vibrations, blessings.
Okay, Pete would also like to know if he can get an implant that can help him to astral project.
Well, you can do this already. You just have to put more confidence into it. You can also notice the star you wish to connect with, and your. Yes, I see you do have some difficulties connecting. One moment. I see that now. The amphibians from Andromeda, you can always ask them for bring assistance. But yes, we will give you an infusion for assistance. Yes, we do see you do have a blockage there. We will do what we can. Blessings.
Okay, so next up is Humberto. How can one be immune to negative entity demon possession?
Yes, one moment. The more higher vibration you can Yeshua is a perfect example of that, but even he had his off days. You can connect to Yeshua's vibration, see it through his eyes. And of course, there's Buddha also, and of course, there's quite others. But how to do it is to raise your vibration and realize negativity is just a part of the human experience that they wish to experience, and you can just not let it interfere with your vibration. There are different ways of doing this, but you have to find your own way, basically. But connecting to Yeshua's energy should open up a pathway to how to do this. But even as aliens, cannot always remove ourselves from negativity. We all have our moments. Blessings.
Okay, Humberto's second question. What is the best method one could use to discern a negative entity or demon posing as a light being?
Connect to their heart. But usually your intentions would normally tell you, but not always, but it's part of your test to not know. So there's always a reason to not know, but for right now, just go by the right. If you do not know there is purpose, you need to learn that type of experience. But for the most part, see your vibration, I believe you're quite open. You will be able to, for the most part, see through this type of camouflage. Yes, I see where you are looking at where you are, because it is. Yes, I see this. One moment. Yes, that's quite fascinating what you're seeing there. Your intuition is working well. I tell you that, and you are guarding. You say I don't want to use the word guarding, but you're guarding yourself well. So you already know from what I'm seeing. Blessings.
Okay. Next up is Kim. Do I have any messages?
Well, your guides are saying find what you are looking, find what you want, and go for it. There's been some hesitation around you recently. Blessings.
Okay, and she also asks if there's anything fun she should know from a past life.
One moment. We've had Palladian lifetimes that were very uplifting without any difficulties. Your Earth lifetimes have been quite the opposite. But even this lifetime has been fun from what I'm seeing. So you're just not always looking at the fun. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Maggie77. Are there any messages for me?
Yes, a message from Yeshua that you are connecting to your guides quite well. You might not be fully receiving the knowledge, but you can always connect to Yeshua to bring in a vibration. For right now, he says music is good for you. Music, positive music to help you get your vibration in a way where you can receive messages. And understanding the music, there are messages. So whatever you are choosing, you chose it for a reason.
Okay, Maggie also asks if there's any messages from her higher self.
Yes, to get outdoors, but it's good to be indoors also. They're showing a lot of wood interiors. One moment. Why are you showing me this? One moment. Because you had lifetimes in log cabins, quite a few of those. But the reason they are mentioning it to you, because you're still remembering the simple things in life. And that is being very more helpful in your life than you imagine. There are many who do not know how lucky you have been to know the simple things in life, because many are looking for bigger and better, but the simple things matter most. So that helps you in your spiritual quests also. Blessings.
Okay, so next up is Zenyuki. I've been playing a lot of League of Legends recently. How is this game affecting me, and is it a waste of time?
It's helping you pass the time. It does seem like it's a astral connection that you are going through right now. You're trying to connect with astral through that game. I believe an astral experience would help you much more than that, but I believe it's good for your mind. It helps you relax you. I don't see any negativity there or any waste of time at all. Not at this moment. When you know it's a waste of time, it's a waste of time. Blessings.
Okay, sorry, I have my chatty feline here. This is the next one for Zinyu. Is karma a currency or credit system where if I give you $10 this lifetime, you will give $10 back to me in the next lifetime plus inflation?
I don't know if you want it that way. Some are just ones karma and good deeds. I do something good for somebody, and then you receive good karma from the universe. So it's it's how you define it. Everybody defines it differently. So whatever you want, basically. Everyone has their own deciphering way of going about it. For you, it is do something good, receive something good back, basically. I don't think you want any extras, though. Blessings.
Okay, Tara Kinsley. I've had a strange sense of urgency the past couple of days that I haven't been able to quite figure out. Is there a message I'm not receiving properly, or am I experiencing some sort of slight blockage? It feels like it's concentrated in my sacral solar plexus areas.
Yes, there is a blockage there. I will send you assistance. But also realize that you are going through a transition as anyone else would go through you're opening up yourself. Your crown chakra seems to be going through an opening phase from what I'm seeing. You might see felines around you. If not, I do see angel beings as felines and also alien felines around you at this time. So I'll send you assistance for this blockage, but there is some hesitance of going forward, it seems, to a degree. Blessings.
Okay. Tara's second question. Are there any messages for me from Zenta, my Pleiadian father figure? And please give him the message that I love him.
Well, yes, it says not to worry about anything. You're on the right hands. Yes, these tests all have a purpose. The male energies that you're around at this time have a purpose. As you are warning from them, they are warning from you. But also, you have had a gender swap also, where you were the father to them. And that's for you to discover, of course. Blessings.
Okay. Marianne A would like to know if there's any messages for her.
Just realize that you are loved. Sometimes you wonder about that. You are loved, and Archangel Michael has a strong connection to you. Sometimes you feel like there's nobody around, but there is an angel presence, but also a human presence. The human presence doesn't always seem like it's giving back sometimes. But the angelic vibrations, you do go in astral, you do go to the other side quite often. And then when you come back, it doesn't seem the same, doesn't it? You might wake up, it's like, I'm on this world, it doesn't feel right, but there are times of bliss, for sure. But patches here on this planet, though, of time. Blessings.
Okay, Marianne's second question. A couple months back in Ivan's session, I was told that I made a deal with Archangel Raphael before coming here. Can you give me more information regarding the deal that was made?
Yes, do not go off track. Apparently, you've done that in many incarnations, but also is to connect to others. Your connection to angels is quite strong, and with the history of them is quite strong with you also. That will come through. Right now, you are getting used to this vibration. Maybe 5 to 10 years for it to fully become clear when the time is right. Could be sooner than that, also. But it does seem like you are. I don't know what. This connection is a brother connection between the two of you, but he's made a connection. He kind of lets you go do your own thing, but it's like you will receive downloads of what's to come. Future timelines is what he's saying. You will see. You will get intuitions. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Thomas Peterson. I've played a lot of war games during my incarnation here. I wonder if this is some sort of playing out old karma with games, or that humanity plays out its war issues with these games instead of killing each other. That the games are helping let out steam in a way.
Yes. Yes, instead of going out and starting a war, you do that on a video game. Notice how many are on in the video game world. They're letting this is healing for them. If they're in a violent game, they've been in a violent life, past life. So it had been a very charming, kind. It's just they're reconnecting to the time when it was easier to connect to humans, basically in the Middle Ages, and even after there's the world has gotten very difficult to connect to humans these days. So we could do it through a game for sure. Your Minecraft is very much like that. So you're just reconnecting to your social environment. But yes, those games are just the violence is just it's a release and it's much needed as you can see. Blessings.
Okay, Thomas, second question. I saw a yellow spider today on my window, right after I saw a spider being, an interdimensional being, I guess. It seemed friendly. Are spider creatures gateways to other dimensions? Is their ability to see 360 degrees an interdimensional attribute?
Only if you want to, it's unlikely to see that, but they are just there to let you know that what you saw was correct and also just saying hello friend basically. They're also helping your vibration. But you can connect to them through your through your meditation to see more. So you maybe not 360 degrees, well, possibly, but you will see more through their vibration because you're very connected to them. Blessings.
Okay, Freddie Coolit, his first question. During my channeling session, who was I connected to?
I want to say Andromeda, but I believe it was a Pleiadian. I see Andromeda and Pleiadian. I'm not getting any clear message on that. I believe it's a mixture of both. Blessings.
Okay, Freddie would also like to know if there's any other messages.
But you are connecting to the Frog Collective. The amphibians, yes, a walking, talking frog, but there's different types, of course. You have a strong connection with them. They'll help you with your healing process. One moment. And you have a strong connection to Jupiter from what we are seeing also. And Jupiter's energy, you can connect to channel Jupiter's energy for healing processes or for just a message. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Carol McLaughlin. Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Arkin. Yeshua is saying at this time that you are, yes, the cooking is very meditation for you, but also for others. Even in Palladian worlds, you are cooking. And this is saying, one moment. This all has a reason, but this lifetime you chose was to cut through a lot of the old lifetimes because a lot of past lifetimes have been very chaotic in their own way. In this lifetime, yes, there are some issues here and there, but for the idea is to have a calm incarnation, something much different. But do you have a lot of Martian connections also? You might not be fully aware that can bring a healing to you. Mostly adventure lifetimes.
Okay. Carol's second question. What are the connections between myself and a prior work friend, Dennis, who crossed over on June 22nd?
Well, he was a father figure of yours in another incarnation. I believe it was during the Middle Ages time period. We were very connected mentally. You were like father and daughter, but you weren't really of blood, but you were always connected, it seems. I believe this one was a doctor during that time also. I believe you were I think a homemaker during that time. I don't believe being a physician wasn't. But you were of a great contact there and still are also.
Okay, next up is Gregory Savakul. What exactly happens when someone commits suicide? Do you have to go through some act of letting go or something after death? I've heard some things from people like channeling Eric, but I wanted to get another point of view.
Well, usually the soul goes through a spiral into the lower vibrations. They can be a ghost spirit here for some time and still going through the traumatic situation. It does not get any better. The soul is always damaged. So for a long time at least. and they can go on for years where they're trapped in the lower vibrations. Now, the angels, depending on what occurred, they can move up to a little bit of a higher vibration, but they're still going to be scarred for a very long time. Even this channeling Eric, he has been scarred for a long time. Even if he says he's not, there are some that are not connecting to what demons are truly going on there, because there is a dark side of him that has not been fully healed. Blessings.
Gregory would also like to know if his guides have any messages.
Yes, think more positively, especially on the road. They do show cars. They show that type of vibration. Not to say you're yes, it just show road rage, not necessarily for you, but does bring a downer around you to bring more positive vibrations. Also, the driving can bring a meditation energy to just have to let it flow through. Your guides are also saying, one moment. You're going through a lot of soul releasing. They'll also say water is good. Meditation with water. It could be music, water. Water is good for your meditation to help you see more. You can even visualize water in your meditation. Not necessarily have to have it physically around you, but water in your meditation does seem like diving in or having it around somewhere. Does seem you can walk into it, whatever it is, a waterfall. Water seems to help open you up. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Caden Dance. Any messages from my galactic family?
Yes, there's a lot of Zeta connections around you at this time. They are watching your health at this moment. It does seem like they're just watching it. It seems to be, not to say it's unstable, but they are monitoring it. There's also a lot of Andromeda energies around you. It has a lot to do with musical connections, but also friend connections. A lot of those people around you are incarnated Andromedans. Just yes, you have been having a lot of astral travel. As for meetings, also there's a lot of those you're friends with. You have a lot more fun in your astral state. You have more time for each other. Blessings.
Okay, any other messages for Caden?
Mm. A moment. There is a brother energy around you that is helping you in astral and your incarnation. We're not connecting if you have an actual blood brother. There's a brother energy around you that's assisting you at this time. A spirit guide by the name of Lucas that's assisting you at this moment. You can connect to him anytime. It does help your vibration. Should give you some more insight also. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Ra. What is the reason that I've been so exhausted this past week?
I sense a lot of feline energies around you that you've been releasing. It seems like you've been doing a lot in Orion, it seems, in your astral state. There's been a lot of conflicts in Orion at this moment regarding this planet, and a lot of felines are having issues with where this world is going. They're worried about this planet. Some are, some aren't. So you're going through a lot of discussions at this time, and you're also releasing a lot through Kundalini. I believe your next week will feel much better, or tomorrow. Tomorrow should feel much better. We're sending you energy.
Okay, Ra also asks if there's any messages from his hybrid children.
There is one interesting. I'm getting the name Daphne. That is a feline hybrid child, a white feline that connects to you quite a lot. Very humanoid feline that is just a doll face around you, very young still. So they are. This one's just letting you know that she is there. That's all. She's well protected, of course. She's the one that seems to find you most curious. Not to say your other hybrid children find you boring. But she's the one that seems to be around you the most.
Okay, next up is Jim F. What specific stones or crystals will help me clear the negativity around me? I have a rose crystal right now.
The clear quartz would be very useful for you. It is basically any stone that you feel resonant to. You can go where you can purchase stones and feel what talks to you. That would be the best way. It's like they'll be talking just what your vibration feels. See who's talking to you. That would be the best because the idea is for you to have a relationship with them. Blessings.
Okay, Jim also asks if there's any messages for me.
Yes, it's from Saturn. Your Saturn beings, your star family, are connecting to you in astral. But at this time, your life is going into a transformation of more knowing. You do have a lot of gorilla beings around you and Arcturian beings. Our gorillas are from your ancient past. Even some of the male friends you have been gorillas in other incarnations. Also, some of them have been blue gorillas. The blue one is of a more positive vibration. Some there are different colors, but the blue is a unique one, a rare one for that matter. And this, I believe you had several incarnations with that blue gorilla vibration. And there are blue gorillas in Andromeda, but where yours came from seems to be Arcturus.
Okay, Miles B would like to know if there's any messages.
At this time, you're downloading a lot of Martian vibration, it seems, from the space program. The secret space program, you seem to be very much involved with, from what I'm seeing. And as for you to meditate on, there is a lot of movement there. You might feel worn out because of the vibrations are shifting. Blessings.
Miles would also like to know if there's any messages from the reptilians and grays.
That's the same that you've been going through a lot of portal travels recently. Many star systems during your astral travel. As you develop your more knowledge of your alien self, deduce your connection to Orion is actually quite strong. They also show a Crystal City in Orion as where a place where you are residing in. When you go on astral, go to this Crystal City to connect to your star friends and also to relax. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Jess. Can you provide insight into a past life I had with the name Clytie or Clyto? I hope I said that right. And what was this all about?
One moment. I only see it as a reptilian, very knowledgeable reptilian that had too much knowledge. Not to say it was abused, but sometimes many did not like the information that they were receiving. And it was a lifetime that is actually quite positive you can reconnect with. It was one of you were seen with great intellect during that lifetime. But you realize with great intellect causes a lot of drama, and that's why you kind of let that go because it would cause too much trouble. Because the mind was trying to sort out things that did not need to be sorting out and cause a lot of depression during that lifetime. Blessings.
Okay, Jess's second question. What messages does my higher self Madeline have for me about our healing process and the connection we share to the incredible healer helping us?
Only that she is saying is to rest more and not to worry about. When there are things in your life, yes, of course. But she says not worry about the future. Basically, you're taking care of. But this right now is you're in a take it easy moment right now, and that is what's most important at this time. So just relax, enjoy the day, basically. And that's the only message this time. Blessings.
Okay, Crystal Eve would like to know if there's any messages from the ETs.
One moment. Yes, you're receiving a lot of information from the canines. Basically, your connection to them is just basically they're helping you relax. Your canine connections actually are quite relaxed at this time. One moment. You do go to Andromeda also for galactic knowledge, preparing your next life. I believe you will have a life in your future incarnations in Andromeda, but one to take it easy also because you've had some lifetimes that become kind of overwhelming. Blessings.
Okay, Crystal Eve would also like to know if there's any other messages.
Only that Mother Mary is assisting you at this time, and you're also connecting to Yeshua on his adventures at this time. In his lifetimes, you are connecting to him as an angel at this moment. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Anara. What is happening to my energy these days? I'm so tired. A lot of people around me are also exhausted and don't know why.
Oh, because there's an astral war going on right now. Understand your Earth is going through a recycle. You're recycling old vibrations. But many are having issues because it's like, yes, I'm very open and astral. When I come back in my human life, it's like I'm very closed down. Because there's things I just don't want to believe in. So it is causing some difficulties for one to ascend. So there's a lot of lower vibrations in astral at this time. They're all connecting to you. Is the soul's not letting go of the old ways. You're getting ready to. I believe you are, but some aren't. But also, if you are open, others are not, and you're assisting those at this time. So that's what a lot of it's coming from. There is a tug of war going on right now. I believe it will clear up in the next week from what I'm seeing.
Okay, second question for Anara. My boyfriend Thomas wonders who he was in his last previous life.
One moment. In the early 1900s, you see you on a farm in Kansas City as a farmer, but we believe you went to the city during your 1920s, late 1920s, to find work. As for what city, it is not being known to us. It is closed for some reason. But basically, you went to the city to live more of a more adventurous life. I believe you were a journalist in the newspaper business, from what I'm seeing. Awesome.
Okay, next up is Amy. It feels like the two spirit guides that are helping me the most right now are both males, and I possibly knew from another lifetime. Can you tell me their names and also ask them how they think they are doing in helping me?
Yes, one moment. One I received is Lucas. The other one is one moment. Juan. He calls himself Juan. He likes that name. He likes the vibration of that. Juan. And this was about their history together. One moment. Brothers. You were brothers to them, family, mostly brothers. And there's also sisters. You got that. And also they have been pets to you and other human incarnate. When you're a human, they were your animals. So they've always been your spirit family. Blessings.
Amy would also like to hear a message from her spirit guide, something that's uplifting and encouraging, or how they think she's doing.
Oh, she's doing fine. Yeah, she's not as doing as good as she was hoping. Also, I do see they show. I know it's gonna sound strange, but they show Sylvia Brown, but she's a much newer. She is a better. Amy is a better version of that, at least for positivity and less ego. And she said you can connect to these things also. Mediumship and readings also was very strong with you. You just have to allow it to come through. I believe you already are. So it's up to you, but they say you're a perfect, yes, they say candidate to assist others. That's a weird way of putting it for the lessons.
Okay. So next up is Donna Riggs.
Hmm.
Any more information on how I am connected with the presidents in early U.S. history?
Oh, yes, as a protector, yes. Oh, because, well, during the founding father time period, you're here as an angel energy. I believe you had other incarnations here during that time, but the angel energy was very strong. The idea was to keep the English from taking over the United States. Of course, you can say they have, depending on how you look at it, yes. But at least the stronghold is not as strong as it could have been. So it does still have a presence here, but not as strong as you might think. The idea is to keep the English away because they're bringing it in. It would not, with the English here as a heavy energy, it would not. America would not have went the direction it went into. It would not be as entrepreneurial. It would not. Yes, it is not perfect, especially racial issues, but it would not be as spread out as it is also. So, and I believe even with the English, they might have tried to sell off portions of the United States, or it would have been a whole different situation. So your assistance was of a great help. And of course, there's some presidents that had you've had a lot of difficulties dealing with some of these presidents here. Some are just super lazy. But it's from the time of blessings.
Okay. Donna would also like to know if there's any other messages tonight.
It does seem like you're connecting more to your soul family. You might not be fully aware of it, but in astral, you have your family here and your family on the other side. And astral, your astral family, galactic family. It does seem like some of them are going to begin to touch down where you are living and become more known. Right now, they are looking into it. They have not fully brought that. They're looking into it. If it's safe for them, if it's safe for humans, I believe you will start to see more of a presence around. Just put your intuition that intention that they will be here, just waiting for them to arrive. Basically, you'd be surprised. They're just checking out the area to see if this is safe for them. Yes, they have to like double check it with your councils, etc. Blessings.
Okay. Chloe is up next, and her first question is: there something sinister behind fidget spinners?
In some ways, yes, it is. It just keeps a human hypnotized by the third density environment. If you want to call that negative, it is just it's a marketing ploy to keep humans busy. You say by spinning things, keep you unoccupied to what is around you, what is your abilities, things of that sort. But basically, most of it is just. I mean, the only negative part is this. It's just some money making. It's a fad. It will die out eventually. It'll take a couple years though.
Okay. And Chloe would also like to know if there's any messages for her mom from the Prime Creator.
Yes, you are listening to your guides well. You are. They show many flowers around you. Planting flowers is just. If you feel sad or feel disconnected, planting a flower or flowers will help your vibration. Blessings.
Okay. Next up is Susie. What message does my higher self have for me today?
One moment. You just say concentrate on what you want. You will manifest what you want, but expect surprises also in a positive way. Just leave all your doors open, basically. Blessings.
Okay. Second question for Susie. Would focusing on gratitude in my meditations bring more blessings to me?
Yes, but also communication with others. It seems like they say communicating, you are communicating, but communicate more. You will find a way to connect, to get your name out there because your name is not being, it's not out there as it could be to help you in your employment situation. Blessings.
Awesome. So we're headed over to chat room 2 just to keep everybody up. So next up is Wanda 11. The top of my head in the middle on the left side towards the back, there's a quarter size round spot and it throbs sometimes a lot and sometimes not, but is usually sore to press on. It's been that way for years. Can you tell me what causes it?
Well, it does seem like you have many beings coming through there and leaving. It is a place that you can bring healing from Yeshua's vibration to heal it, because there is some blockages there that is causing a pressure that's not comfortable. You can ask Yeshua to clear out that blockage. It should start healing itself. Give it some time. The universe will bring assistance. Ask for the universe to clear that. That's another way. Ask the universe to clear out that blockage. You'd be surprised. A positive universe, of course. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Wanda. Are there any messages from my parents or son whom are in spirit?
Yes, they say you're doing a lot better than they did during their incarnation, but of course, they say you're stronger than they are. That is why you're still here. Also, your strength is helping them learn strength. And also, you are a mentor to them. Never forget that. I believe you feel that. And they learn from you, you're learning from them, but they do follow you around in your incarnations. I believe a lot of them came here because you chose to come here. Blessings.
Okay. Next up is Vasco. Any messages for me?
Yes, there's a golden palace, Babylon, that you're connected to. It's something for you to meditate on. There are reptilians there when you were there. Of course, they're there when everyone's there, but they're not going into detail who you were. They're just saying that you had an incarnation there and for you to meditate on it. Blessings.
Okay, next up is so Vasco's second question. Tuesday morning, someone tapped my left shoulder and I woke up. Who was this and do they have any messages?
Oh, spirit guide, just changes on the way. A good change, mostly a spiritual change, but a subtle change. You will know it. They're showing a car, but putting positive vibration out there for a car. They're just saying showing a car. They're not going into details of that. Could be a road trip. They're not giving me any details. Yes, it's very cryptic. Lessons.
Okay, next up is Angie S. Our puppy has peed in the bed twice. Was this just an accident during sleep or is there something I should be aware of?
I would send healing around your bed. I know that sounds. Do a sage, a clearing around your bed. There seems to be a being that is roaming around, and your puppy is feeling very uncomfortable. Just getting your attention that someone's there. I would do a sage around the house also, where you're living house, whatever it is that you're living. I would do a clearing everywhere. Just ask for assistance to clear out whatever being that is there. Blessings.
Okay, Angie S's second question. I've been sick for about 2 months now. Am I going through a clearing or is this from stress?
Yes, a stress. It seems like you're going through a lot in astral. You're going. One moment. There's a male energy, I believe a husband figure or a male. You're clearing a lot of stuff from him. I'm not sure if you're married. I can't connect to that, but there's a male energy that you are connected to, and you're clearing a lot of his stuff. So in doing so, you got sick. So whoever male this energy is, whoever this male is, I'm not connected. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Symmetry. Are there any messages for me?
Only to follow what excites you. Go to a fast food restaurant or whatever it is, just to bring a light to your day, even if it's not healthy for you, but something that's just an example, but you don't have to do that. But somewhere that brightens your day. Sometimes it's like it feels gloomy at times. Blessings.
Okay, so his second question. What is my connection with Christy from the webinars?
Yeah, she used to be your mother in other incarnations. I believe that's a Zeta. So she's your Zeta mother. Blessings.
Okay, so next up is for Miranda Pellet. She's my sister. Checking in with my daughter Amelia's guides to see if they have any messages.
Only that she is following the process that she signed up for and everyone else signed up for also. She is a golden light. She's there to share more messages for everyone. She is very intuitive. She might close down for a little bit because it might be a little bit heavier for her. So, but believe in her teen years, she will open back up. It's hard to say at this time. But she will be very strong in the spiritual community if she chooses to do so. But I tell you, her abilities are quite powerful there, but it's up to her where she wants to go with it. For the most part, she's on track. She is following the track that she is here to follow. So that's the message.
Okay. She'd also like to know if there's anything that she's needing for recovery that Miranda's not yet providing.
At this time, I believe this is you're doing all you can at this time. Just extra prayers, extra forgiveness also. Sometimes the family feels like they had something to do with it to some degree. They feel like, I wish I could do more. And to just heal that, so like you're doing what you can. Because sometimes you say, I wish I could do more. It's causing a slight blockage by doing that. You don't have the confidence that everything is fine. But it's quite understandable. But realize to open yourself up for this message to come through if there's anything else to do. Because sometimes there is a blockage, but I believe for the most part it is all going as it should. Blessings.
Okay, my name's Stacy.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Andromedan team.
Yes.
My first question is just if there's any messages from Prime Creator.
Yes, it says don't let the small stuff bite you in the ass. One way of putting it. It just says you're going through a spiritual awakening. Your however you word that, is opening up where you can receive more data from Yeshua. Yeshua right now is bringing assistance. You are working with him in astral at this time. As for improving your channeling abilities, it seems a part of you that is. You might not be working on it in your third density environment, but you seem to be doing it in your astral. So I believe it will open. You're preparing yourself right now. That's what they say. Because your messages will help others through the angels mostly. They see that coming through when the time's right. That's the message.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm feeling all that. And it's Kundalini energy for those here
yes.
that are listening.
Yes.
Kundalini.
Kundalini. Yes.
Okay, anywho. So my second question was going to be messages from the fairies, but since I have Andromedans on, why not just see if there's messages from you?
Well, yes, you connect to us quite often. You have many incarnations with Andromedas at this time. Within the council also. So you can say one of your aspects is involved with this communication at this time. So this also helps you open up you're very connected to the Palladians because what is going on with your Palladians? Not always, the Palladians feel like they owe you a lot because you've helped them in other incarnations. You assisted them greatly when they had a lot of dark times. And now you come to a world like this, and you're assisting this world through its energy vibrations. So most likely your Andromedan side will start coming through more clearly. As Andromedans, this is their project, if you want to call it that. This is their child. But many of their Andromedan children are here to learn to better Andromeda, but also this world. So many Andromedans have gone the wrong way in this world, but many of them are repairing a lot of that. But the Palladians, for sure, they feel like they owe you quite a bit. I do feel that quite strongly. That's something to explore.
Thank you. Yeah, I do connect with Pleiadian quite a bit, so very good. And just a side note, Andromedans, are they connected to music a lot? Like if you have a lot of musical abilities, you've had a lot of Andromedan connection?
Yes.
Okay.
Arts also, but mostly music.
So like if people pick up music early in life and they're connecting to say like Andromedan, they might drop it for a while, connect to other energies, and pick music back up randomly again.
Yes, and also many drug addicts are known to be Andromedan also, just to give you an idea.
Interesting. I wonder if that's like that creative side, that darker creative side.
Well, yes, it's to get back to the high of the Andromedans. So usually it's white powder that they connect to.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So like okay, I
Yep.
see. Okay, thank you so much, you guys, for coming through.
Thank you. Blessings. Thank you. All right. All right. Good night, everyone. Blessings.